I'm a Yankees fan because honestly, I went to Old Yankee Stadium and I fucking fell in love.
Nice.
It was Old Yankee Stadium was the coolest thing because I was sitting there, and so it was 4th of July weekend. It was a night game against the Angels. Just a perfect night, nice, warm, just breeze blowing in. First time in Yankee Stadium, first time in New York.
Yeah.
And there's an old man there. His name's Freddie Says. Mm-hmm. His health permitting, he had been to every home game for like 30 years.
Yeah.
And he walks around. If you ever watch Yankees games on TV, you hear his little bell. Yeah. People smacking he's got this little bell and he hits it with a spoon.
Yeah, he's one of the ones they show like as a fanatic. Yeah, people.
And he's always there. And so it was so cool to like meet this guy. And he sat like a couple seats away from us to take a break.
Yeah. And
I saw him sit down and I was like, man, can I hit that? And he's like, I just sat down and put it away like I'm an old man. And I threw a $5 bill in his bag. I said, sir, this is my first time in New York. This is my first time in Yankee Stadium. Please, can I hit that? He goes, yeah, you can. And he pulled it out. And I looked around. So we were sitting behind home plate. And I looked around behind me. All the seats were full. Lights were on. Everybody's just doing their thing. And I got a pretty loud voice. And as loud as I could, let's go Yankees. Did it 3 times and the whole stadium erupted in the chant. And it was like the coolest thing ever. And I got goosebumps like this big. And I just fell in love with baseball and the Yankees. And I was just hooked.
Nice.
I was like, it was the coolest first night game. Like, it was the coolest experience ever. And I was sitting there. I was like, Babe Ruth ran those bases, and Joe DiMaggio, and all the history. Like, I'm a huge history fan, so to know the Yankees' history, like just how long they've played, like it's just cool to me. And it's the Yankees are such a different organization than a lot of them because you look at there's only two stadiums that I know of that are named after the team and not some other company that just pays them for it.
Okay.
Yankee Stadium, Dodger Stadium. Mm-hmm. That's it. Because their brand is bigger than anybody else that could pay them to put their name on it.
Facts.
And so, to me, that's cool. Like, that's... they're bigger than anybody that would advertise on them. Like, that's... And it's really cool that the new stadium, they took a lot of the old stadium over.
I know I've seen that. And I've seen they also auction off a lot of
the old seats.
The old seats and everything. So.
I wanted to get some, but they were so expensive.
Yeah, dude. They were going for buku bucks, man. I don't know if that was crazy. Especially like the ones like, so the certain seats like first base seats. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, just different areas where, you know what I mean? Yeah. And like, they have auctioneers to come and actually, when they take it off, they... You know, how you say authenticity, where the seat, like, so if it says in first plate, it was in the first plate seat, you know, they got papers to say it is first base seat.
Well, another great thing about the Yankees is, did you see when they were building the new stadium and one of the construction workers put David Ortiz Red Sox jersey in the concrete under the Yankees dugout?
Oh, shit.
The Yankees said no. They dug up that concrete and pulled the jersey out and redid the concrete. They were like, no, that will not be, no. You will not curse us. You will not get it. No, we will not, no.
That curse is wild, though. I mean, like curses in baseball.
Yeah.
Well, they sold Babe Ruth for money. They didn't even get players. They just got money. And the guy funded it like a Broadway play with it.
Green Bambino.
It's the man, baby. Okay.
All right.
Palangi taking his first drink of kava.
Oh, shit.
Drink
your first cup of kava on the brand new podcast.
All right.
What you think?
It's pretty good.
Hey. When are we starting?
Hey, shoot. We're going to start right now.
All right. I don't know.
Yo, what up, viewers? Welcome to another episode of Brand New Podcast. I'm your host, Niu. I got my co-host here, Fongalo. I don't know why he wearing that dumbass hat, but we'll let it slide this time, right?
You can let it slide anywhere you want.
We got a special guest on this episode, man. His name is Mr. Matt, a.k.a. Knowledge Caldwell. I mean, this guy has been a good friend of mine.
I'm the Palangi with a purpose.
The Palangi with the purpose. Okay. I like that. Shoot, man. Thank you for coming on, man.
Thanks for having me, guys. Glad to be here. Glad to have you guys here at Matt's Bar and Grill.
Hell yeah.
Grill's going out back. We'll have food in a little bit.
Get them wings going. Or,
this is the good part. Well, I don't know. We make some badass food.
All
here,
this is the good part right here.
Wait till you try the food.
This is a good setup, man.
Ask him. He's had he gets mine and my wife's cooking. He knows.
Oh yeah, way better than yours. Shit, you need to step your game up. Yeah.
So we're here to talk whiskey, talk bourbon,
hell yeah,
talk history.
Hell yeah,
get into all things fun.
Hell yeah.
One of my favorite things lately is collecting whiskey. Here in Utah, it's really
obviously
they put a lock on it pretty heavy. State controls everything. You can only get it at state stores. So if you want anything good, you better be able to afford it and spend the money on it, or you better be willing to go and hunt for it.
What was that shit you was telling me about? The name changing? The name changes?
Oh yeah. The new I thought it should be the new name for the basketball team, but the new name for the liquor people is the Utah Dabs.
Utah Dabs?
Yeah, Dabs. They're the DABS. So I'm like, I want a Utah Dabs jersey. I'm like, is that with two Z's? Like we got to keep that thing going. But yeah, no. So they wanted to get away from the control and into the services because people don't like being controlled.
Who do you think controls the liquor over here?
Oh, I can't say that.
Nah, please.
Come on,
we want to hear facts.
Bro. I mean, the state controls it definitely. So people behind the scenes pulling the strings control that. Like that's why decisions get made without the people even getting input on it. Like that's why
I think it's the people behind the.
If you look at where most of the good liquor gets sent, most of it gets sent to like Park City. All the rich people get there. Like it's so weird to see how they pick and choose where they're gonna send what, and trying to figure out their games and trying to get this stuff it's hard, but it's fun. Like it's a hunt to me.
So here's a question, like, because the state controls the liquor, right? Do you think because they control it, does it help out our state better? Does it keep our state? I mean,
it's supposed to, because all of that money is supposed to go back into the state that they make as profit.
Yeah.
But I don't know how transparent they really are with that, because every holiday, look at all the news sites. Every holiday, they're like, oh, we broke records again with liquor sales this holiday. And we broke liquor sales. You see people lined up outside of the store. You know, people lined up before they open. They make a ton of money. So, I mean, the state does pretty well. Like, it's one of the good states that actually makes money. But I would like to know where that money goes. Like, I think they can be a little more transparent. And I watch a lot of really nice liquors. So if you watch the website, you see things come in and it'll sit there for a while and then it just disappears. It's like, where did those bottles go? Where did that go? You never see it hit a store. You never see it anywhere. It's just gone.
Yeah.
And then they raffle off the others, the certain other things, like all of the big, the Pappy Van Winkles, the William LaRue Wellers, the big ones from Buffalo Trace. So Buffalo Trace is blown up and they're huge right now, and the demand for them is crazy, and the secondary is huge for some of these bottles. These bottles, like the Stag Junior, like this is the Stag 17, so it's the final release of Stag Junior before they change it over to just Stag.
Yeah.
So a lot of people want to get this bottle because it's the end of an era and it's changed, like it's the last one.
Yeah,
so, you either want the first one or the last one.
What does the price run on these now? Now that you said that, everyone's trying to get their hands on it.
So in the state of Utah, because Utah is a state-run liquor store, the good thing about it is because it's regulated, they can't jack up the prices. That's why they had to go to the raffle system for the Pappy Van Winkle and some of the other ones, because people would camp out overnight and people were starting to fight over some of these bottles. So they said, you know what, we're just going to raffle them off. Everybody gets a chance. Just register. Anybody can win them.
Nice.
Not really.
No, I mean, I know what you mean, because you're more of a collector.
Yeah, I'm a hunter. Like I work an odd shift. Sure, I have the ability to go.
You sending me links to get on the raffles, you know, and so like if any of us, especially his friends, would you know, yeah.
Well, and so I figure even if I don't win, I want to see somebody I know win, and I watched somebody with my name. So I watched a Matthew C. win 2 different amazing bottles out of the raffle, but it wasn't me. Somebody else. I'm like,
hey, just for that, anyone that's out there watching this podcast.
Yeah, if your name's Matthew C., hit me up. If you want an Old Forester birthday or a Pappy Van Winkle 12-year, hit me up. Let me have a drink of it, please. Like, I was heartbroken when I didn't get the email. Yeah. Because you see the names posted and you're like, you think you won and you're just waiting for an email and then nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like checking spam, like refreshing. I'm like, come on, guys, please. I'm like, not again. This Matthew C. guy is killing it.
Let's just go down the line. Let us know what you got.
Okay, so we got the Stag Junior. This is a delicious one. Really high proof. So this one is 128.7 proof. So that's put some hair on your chest. This one here, this is Blanton's Gold. So one of the big hyped up ones because of all the streamers and John Wick and everybody else. They all love the Blantons. So everybody hunts the Blantons. I kind of got into all this trying to get my buddy a bottle of this because I work a weird shift that I can hunt this stuff. And so this stuff's gotten really popular because people are putting it in movies and on TV shows, and so they're seeing it more. And this horse, this magic little horse that everybody wants to collect, and so every horse has a different letter.
That's right.
And so it spells out Blantons. So there's 8 different horses, and it's cool because it tells a little story of him racing the Kentucky Derby. The B is him walking his horse up to the starting gate, and as they go through Blanton's, it's him racing his horse, and the S is him celebrating because he just won the Kentucky Derby. So if you collect all the tops of these and send them off to Buffalo Trace, they'll mount them in a piece of a barrel and send it back to you for free.
Shoot.
And so it's crazy what these are going for.
Wait, they'll mount it on a what? A barrel?
So they take one of the slats. It's called a stave. It's one of the pieces of the barrel.
Okay.
And they put the tops in little holes. They put little holes in it, and
So is it this middle part right here?
No, it's the wood piece. The wood piece. Just one of the little slats of wood.
So everybody that's out there, it's the wood part right here.
That's a stave.
Yeah. The slat of the wood of the barrel.
Yeah. So I want to know, me personally, I want to know for the people out there and me, your best bottom shelf, mid shelf, and top shelf.
I don't see the E and J here.
You know what I mean?
I don't see E and J here.
Bang for your buck.
I don't see that Erkin jerk.
You know what I mean? So let my peoples know out here.
Okay. So we're gonna go. I grew up white trash, yo. Like I grew up poor and dirty. Like it's so
no privileges at all, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, come on, bro! Damn, fire!
So if we're gonna go bottom shelf, like cheap, good, $12 a bottle.
There you have it. Show the camera. Let them know what it is.
Benchmark number 8. So if you notice, it looks an awful lot like a Jack Daniel's bottle. So I think their marketing campaign was, if somebody's already drunk, they'll think it's Jack Daniel's and buy it.
Smart.
But it's actually pretty good for $12.
Okay.
And it went on sale back a couple months ago as $10 a bottle. I was like, all right.
Shit.
That's why I don't have any that are
Pass that bottle over here.
Which one?
That's that Everclear over here, man.
Oh, that Everclear? No.
Oh, no.
That's
I got a
just
story for that.
That's just for cleaning. That's just for cleaning stuff. You don't drink that. Like, don't.
No. Hey, New. I got a story for that.
Don't drink that.
Yes, my bros that are out there, if you know, you know. Yes, shoot, man.
It'll make you spit. Oh.
Here, let me tell you a story. One day, right? I was drinking Caldwell. You dropped off Missy at my house, right? And I just barely had shut down. My boy comes in, and he knocks on my garage, and like literally, I just was barely closing the door, and he goes, "Hey, so what's up, man?" He goes, "You mixing?" I'm just like, "Dude, I just barely wrapped up." He goes, "Hey, make a little more. I want to chill." So I'm like, "Cool." Yeah. So, long story short, the end of the story, you guys are gonna have to ask Missy what happened. But at this, we took like a couple cups. I shot him home. Got a phone call from the wife. He couldn't find him. Anyways, they found him. But the end of the story, like I said, if you know who he is, ask him. He'll tell you all about it. But because of him, it's why he got in trouble and I got in trouble that night. You know what I mean? So Everclear and Diet Pepsi.
Yeah. Oh, man. We used to, those 64-ounce super big goals from the 7? Yeah. We used to fill that up with Pepsi and put that whole bottle in there.
Oh.
And put that whole bottle, and we would just pass it around and just sip it. We would just sip it like little kids sipping off of one cup, one cup of Kool-Aid. Just taking a little sip. But we were sipping. We always had that one. It's all that fucking one. Oh, I'm good. This motherfucker's drinking. He's taking gulps. Like 2 gulps at a time.
It says double gulp on the cup.
Like, hey, just take a fucking sip, bro. Just take a fucking sip. Hour later, this motherfucker slumped over. Just passed out. Like, all right, bring out the Sharpies. Hell yeah.
But anyways, continue, Matt. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
Everclear.
So we're going
mid-shelf.
Okay, so another great bottle. Okay. Another great, really super affordable one. Evan Williams, bottled in bond, 100 proof. $15 here. I don't know. It's
Mike Leary. I don't see you getting those bottles. And that's bottle stuff.
One of the things here too, Utah still has some of the bottles left. So Evan Williams does a single barrel that they've discontinued that they're only going to sell in Kentucky. So they're going to be really hard to get. So if you're watching and you know how to look them up, Evan Williams single barrels are going to be a hot commodity. Get them while they're still a little bit left.
You heard it first here at Brand New Podcast.
Hit that like, subscribe, comment, share, please.
One of my favorite. And drop phone numbers.
Okay. So we're going...
DM me.
We're going mid-tier. So we're going to go...
Okay.
Here we go.
A $30 to $50 bottle. So this one is my go-to. I have a ton of empties, so I have to grab this guy. So let me grab the big brother. It's easier to see. Bam! Eagle Rare.
All kinds of sizes.
So the normal size bottle is only $35. And it is delicious. Like everybody wants the Blantons, but that Eagle Rare is better than the Blantons. This stuff is delicious.
True story. It's better than the Blantons.
It's kind of hard to get some places. Let's try. I've been lucky. You want to try it?
Yeah, let's try that one.
Let's try this one.
Hey, to my wife out there, she a whiskey drinker. You heard it from my man right here.
Eagle Rare.
Eagle Rare.
Merca.
EAGLE.
Oh, stop it.
And how can you not love Eagles? Beautiful bottle, beautiful whiskey.
I can tell you how. It's 90 gang.
Just enough to taste, not like an actual shot. Because we're
just doing tastings.
Sampling all these other ones.
We're just doing small tastings.
I don't want to be slumped.
You don't want to be that guy.
True. This is true.
Let's go.
Okay. This is my favorite. This is my if I got to pick what I'm gonna drink. Did I get you a cup?
Nah.
Do you want one?
I'll try it.
Okay. If I got to pick, what I'm gonna drink. I love this stuff. Oops. That'll be my cup. I gave it a little too much. Just a taste. Anybody else want some?
Ooh.
You can't have it on camera. You're almost there.
Off by 7.
Cheers, man. Cheers, my man. Cheers.
Cheers, bro. Cheers.
Cheers, America.
Cheers.
So you swirl it around.
Yeah.
Get some air in it. Kind of smell the caramel.
Yeah, it smells sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I love about this. Is it's delicious. Like, I used to believe you couldn't enjoy the taste of whiskey, but you can.
That's smooth. That's smooth.
Love it.
And that's just coming from me because I'm not a whiskey or liquor or I ain't a drinker. I drink, I mix.
Yeah, and that's the great.
Cava.
It's a great thing about this. You can mix it. You can drink it straight, room temperature. Like it's no frills, no nothing.
What's up, man? You good? You good? You need me to hold you up or what?
Just don't give me mouth to mouth.
I'm gonna stomp the fuck out of your chest.
Hey, leave my chest alone.
Another great mid-tier. Just killed my last one, so we're gonna try this one tonight too. 1792 Sweet Wheat.
That look like some perfume bottle.
Oh my god, it's delicious. So this is a wheated bourbon. So the thing about bourbons is they have to be 51% corn.
Mm-hmm.
But you can kind of experiment with the other things that you put in there. That's why you have some that are rye, some that are wheat.
Okay, yeah.
That's the difference. Is a high rye has so everybody has their own different blends and flavors, and that's the beautiful thing about it is two people can take the exact same ingredients and make something, and it'll taste completely different. So we're gonna try this one tonight too.
Hey, don't tempt me.
Is another great
mid-tier.
So,
still at mid-tier?
If you're still at mid-tier, Old Forester, any of their Old Forester row. So there's the 1870, the 1897, the 1910, and the 1920. A lot of people out there say if you mix the 1910 and the 1920, you get the birthday bourbon almost.
Sounds
pretty
like
close.
something John Wayne would drink.
So
that's right.
Pew, 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 pew.
These guys been making it forever. They know what they're doing. And if you're lucky enough to get one of their single barrel proofs, swoop one up. 134 proof on that one.
Dude, if anyone got some love, send some whiskey to me. He'll bring it to my partner right here.
I'll drink it. I'll drink it on the show. I'll drink it with you guys.
Yeah, we'll toast it up for you.
Hit me on the DM.
If we're gonna go, kind of upper tier, we're gonna go. 100. There's a lot of bottles out there over $100, but to a lot of people, $100 is
a
lot of money.
Upper tier. Okay.
So one of the favorites, and I may be just biased because I live in Utah, and these guys make their stuff. They're here in Utah.
Shout out to the 801.
That's right.
High West Distillery, your midwinter night's dram, delicious. This stuff, it's a limited release. People fly in from all over. If you ever watch Bourbon Junkies or anybody like that, they fly in from they're in Michigan.
Where's their distillery at?
So it's up in Park City, Utah.
Mm-hmm.
Wanship, I believe technically.
Yeah.
But it's the most beautiful place you'll ever see.
Mm-hmm.
So you drive up and you go up this little mountain road and you turn this corner and then bam, here's this beautiful distillery right in the middle of this most just pristine mountain. Just, it's beautiful.
No, it is beautiful. I got to go out there when I was working for a different company. I was supplying plumbing pipes, and they needed they needed to redo some plumbing or whatever it was over there. And so I shot up there, and when you showed me that bottle at first, I was like, dude, I've seen that somewhere, and it was that place.
This was actually a gift from a wonderful man at work.
Oh yeah.
Great guy. He said it was just collecting dust. He says, I have a bottle for you. Just gave me
shout out to Bo.
Shout out to Bo. Bo knows whiskey, or he doesn't know whiskey. That's why he gave it to me. Yeah. Either way, you're a great guy, Bo. I fucking love you. I think you're a great dude.
Shouts out to Bo.
Great guy. But so High West makes a really good product. They do a lot of different releases. They have some campfire ones that's pretty good. They just released a rare one today. So if you weren't in line a couple hours, within the first couple hours, you didn't get any. So they do Utah only releases. So they have this one called a Boo Rye. So it's a bourbon and a rye mixed.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
It's the elusive jackalope. Mm-hmm. But that's only released here in Utah. And so they do it every year. So you got, this is the most recent one. And then this one, if you look at it, this is from 2015. This is also from Bo. Fucking great guy. Seriously, great guy.
To Jackalope. So how much is this really, what's the total on this?
Yeah.
So that one, when they release it, it's about $100. But if you try and look at it on the secondary market, or wait, no, sorry, that one's the Boo Rye. That one's about $80. But that one's a Utah only release, so you gotta have connections to get it, or you gotta come here to get it. Mm. But the Midwinter Dram, you get people flying in from all over to buy when they release it. They only drop it once a year around Thanksgiving time. And like I say, you got people flying in from all over to get it.
Damn.
And then,
all kinds of shit up in here.
So if another high tier, so this is a $90 bottle. So this one is the Remus Repel 5. This is the 5th release they did. So if you look at it, it's blended with 5 different blends of their whiskey, all different ages. So from 2005, 2006, and 2008. So this bourbon's 16 years old, 15, 16 years old in most of it. So
Remus after the mob guy? Or what?
Yeah, George Remus.
Yeah.
Prohibitionary mobster.
Right.
He was gangsters you can get. Like everybody knows Al Capone. If you know George Remus, you know.
Yeah.
So, Remus Repel. This is another delicious one. Can't go wrong with that if you can find it. But like I say, if you can find it. Probably not going to be able to find the 5th one, so watch for the 6th one to drop. Pick that up. Grab 2.
If you can.
Okay, so I told you I love history. So one of my favorite things about America is just learning the history and everything, not just here, everywhere.
Right.
But so the good, the bad, and the ugly. So one of my favorite stories about whiskey is Uncle Nearest. So Uncle Nearest was a slave.
Okay.
That got freed after the Civil War. So Uncle Nearest got his freedom, and he was the best damn whiskey maker around. So he started his own thing. So this is the man that actually taught Jack Daniel how to make whiskey.
Oh yeah, you told me this story.
Uncle
You
Nearest.
told me this story.
Everybody knows Jack Daniel. Why doesn't everybody know Uncle Nearest?
He's free.
Yeah.
So to me, I love the history.
Yeah.
I love hearing stories like this. I love
right.
getting to know that people like this lived and thrived and succeeded.
Okay.
And so I love the history. Like I say, not everything's good, but I try to find the good in a lot of things. Mm-hmm. So that, to me, that's a cool story.
Yeah.
That's why you on here.
You wouldn't have Jack Daniel without Uncle Nearest.
Look, man, I got one question.
What's up?
I mean, you're going to get plenty of this. Yeah, got one question for me, but here's one. Everybody know you spitting off facts right now. Everybody know that. Right now, you knowing what you knowing. Right?
Factual.
But here's my thing. For you to know what you know, you had to be that guy one time.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I've been that guy.
So I want to know that story that led you on this path to where you're at now.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So I want to know, like you said, first you said it was good, bad, and ugly. I want to know you're ugly till you're good.
Well, so actually I stayed away from alcohol a lot because growing up, my stepdad was an alcoholic.
Okay.
He loved Jim Beam and whooping our ass. Can I say that?
What? Say whatever.
Okay, so
shit.
He loved Jim Beam and whooping our ass. And so growing up, I just associated whiskey with ass whoopings. And so I kind of stayed away from it. Like I had some, I had some stuff, but like I wasn't a big drinker.
Yeah.
And honestly, I've got the sickest, absolute sickest I ever got in my entire life. I didn't eat nothing all day at work, and I got off work, and I was like, I'm getting fucked up tonight, and I grabbed 3 different 40s of malt liquor. It was like Old English 800, Hurricane, and
damn,
something else fucking terrible. Oh, St. Ides. It was St. Ides. Oh, fuck.
Man, you sound like you from the hood.
I tell you, I grew up white trash and dirty.
Yeah, exactly.
All I need is a 211, still reserving the blunt. I'm good.
That's why I laugh at everybody.
Everybody's like,
nobody knew 2020 was going to be fucked up. I'm like, y'all never drank Mad Dog 2020? I knew 2020 was going to be fucked up.
Right.
I knew that year was not good. Anybody that drank Mad Dog knew 2020 was not going to be good. But, so I love the history. I love getting to learn the different facts about the different makers and how they do their stuff. One of the cool ones to me, Jefferson's Ocean. So these guys, they distill their whiskey, they put it in the barrels, and then, bourbon. All bourbons are whiskey, but not all whiskey is bourbon.
Oh, yeah. I heard about that, yeah.
But so they distill it. They put it in barrels, and then they put it on a ship, and they send it out to sea. Each one has a different voyage, so you can read about like where it's been, how the seas were, what the weather was like. Like this alcohol has traveled to more cool places than I have. It's pretty sad, but I get to enjoy it. But so the more dramatic the waves are, the better the whiskey's going to turn out because you get that sloshing around in the barrel more. So it's gonna get in and out of the wood and the char, and it's gonna bring out more of that flavor. So the more you can slosh around, the better.
Yeah.
And then you've got other people that are trying to use technology to do the same thing. So you've got a company in Blackened. So they partnered with Willet for this special release. So Willet is a pretty high-end bourbon maker.
Okay.
And so they partnered with Blackened. So Blackened, these guys are partners with Metallica, and they use Metallica's music, and they blast it into the barrels, and they use the sound waves.
The vibration of it, yeah.
They use the sound waves to push the whiskey in and out of the wood the same way the ocean ages this. So they're actually able to age it faster.
So does Metallica get a...
Yeah,
do they got a stake in that whiskey?
Yeah, they're partners. They're part of Blackened, and so every batch you can look up. They have a playlist that they use, so you can look up the playlist that they use to age this and listen to it while you drink it. How fucking cool is that?
Fun fact, right there, guys.
How
listen while you drink.
Good luck getting one of these though. The whole state of Utah only got 60 bottles, and I swooped up 6 of them. So good luck on that. That's a cash strength. That's a 109.6 proof.
Oh.
That's a quality one right there.
Okay.
I think that's cool, man. Like you say your stepdad grew up on Jim Beam and whooping ass, and you hear a lot of stories of guys coming out of those situations are like, oh, I got beat up all the time. My dad was out there, fucked me up, But you turned it around and just,
I broke the cycle.
Yeah, you're just collecting them, and you drink responsibly.
Yeah. You got to be able to enjoy them. That's the thing.
As you should.
And the best part about whiskey is this. is being able to sit down with friends, sit down with family, enjoy a drink, and just share stories.
Right.
Like it don't get no better than this.
Yeah, no better.
Nah, hundo.
So to me, this is what it's all about.
Right.
Man, I thanks for answering my question.
Yeah, no problem.
You know,
I hope I answered it. I kind of ramble sometimes.
Yeah, you know, because, you know, we all have had that moment to where in life where you're just like, all right.
Yeah,
I ain't touching that no more.
As a kid, I swore I wasn't going to drink, but the collecting part, like, I'm fascinated with the collecting. Like, I've collected a few things here and there, like it started with basketball cards as a kid.
Okay.
You know, and back when 7-Eleven sold the Skybox cards.
Oh,
and, yeah. Collecting Dream Team cards. And, oh my goodness.
I got a question, and it's for my dude off camera, because he's he's a bartender, and what question I have is, do you see any of these liquor bottles? You being at the bar and whatnot, do you see any of these liquor bottles at the bar, or these rare liquor bottles that you can get that you can just only find probably like at a like here, just a household?
No, these aren't normal liquor bottles. Some of them I've probably seen like 2 out of 10, maybe 1 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got an awesome collection.
Has anyone, question back to the bartender, has anyone like came up and asked for like, say, something on the rocks, but like it's a like expensive drink? Like, what kind of bar do you like tend to like? Is it just like a
right
a business, like, casualty, or people, or where people go get faded?
These kind of liquors you're seeing tonight, these whiskeys, you want to just drink them as they are, just because the richness of the flavor. Depends on what kind of night you're having. Maybe you want some ice and water it down a little bit, but for the most part, you like to drink them how you're drinking them now, out of the speaker.
A lot of these, you're only going to find them at really high-end whiskey bars where they charge you by the pour, and they'll get you on some of them. But it's a really generally high-end establishments that have some of these there you can find. But there's several bars I go to that I'm like, I have a better selection than they do.
Yeah.
I went to Universal Studios, and I was at the bar at the hotel, and I showed the bartender what I brought with me, and he's like, man, like, can I come party with you?
Yeah.
Man, when he started doing his collections, his collecting of all this shit, man, I remember coming over. And I was like, damn.
You just see bottle.
I was just like, damn. And then he had this back there. He didn't have that back here when I first got here. And then when he started collecting, he put that up. And then he started, decorating everything. But the first comment that I said when I seen all this shit, I was like, damn. The guys I hang out with is Jerk, Alizé,
yes,
Hennessy.
Yes.
I mean, the most common, I call them hip-hop drinks.
Yes. Sometimes Jameson will be part of it.
Yeah.
That Jameson Orange is fire. So, like, I'm all about just the normal whiskey. I don't do a lot of flavored, like, foo-foo bullshit. That Jameson Orange is fucking fire.
We don't like the foo-foo bullshit.
That shit is so
Sometimes
good.
foo-foo?
That, like, I wish y'all had smell-o-vision right now. I'm going to smell it for you.
Smell it for them.
Oh, you want to try it?
We'll taste it for you.
All right, we try it for you, too.
All right.
Just a little, though. Just a little.
That's right. I like that. Just a little pour.
Just a little. We just tasting. We just tasting, America. We just tasting. So, I have a couple philosophies in life.
Mm-hmm.
Whiskey's always better shared with friends.
Okay.
Every Tom Hanks movie would be better if he was Forrest Gump in that movie. Everyone. Like, imagine Apollo 13. Houston, I reckon we have a problem.
I know Bubba Shrimp.
Yep. Green Mile. let's take Green Mile.
Yeah.
This is my bestest good friend, Mr. John Coffey. he must have been about the size of 2 Bubbas. Every Tom Hanks movie would be better if he was just Forrest Gump in that role. Big. You ever see Big? It's an old movie from when we were kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, remember Big? Yeah.
Big?
Yeah.
I went to this carnival and I met this Janie. I said, Janie, I sure wish I was big. Then when I woke up, I was big. I must have been so big, my own mama didn't even recognize me.
Cheers.
Oh, cheers.
We in there. Guys,
this one's really good mixed with anything orange.
Guys, and then
like
chasing it with this. If you're not a young stallion, in which I am not a young stallion,
don't chase Caldwell with whiskey.
Don't do it. But for your pleasure,
we're gonna do it for you.
We're gonna do it for you.
You're more like a donkey.
We're taking one for the team.
Whoa.
Yeah, whoa.
Wow. See, we came to interview the guy. We're taking shots over here.
Damn, it sounds like News taking shots on you, man.
Hey, bartender, you need a.
That was a body shot.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I smell orange. Just
orange. It's Jameson orange. It's the only flavored whiskey. Well, there's 2. There's a peanut butter one that is fucking delicious. There's a peanut butter one that if you mix with like chocolate milk or anything. So this one's made here in Utah. This one's made up in Ogden. It's called Porter's. I don't know if y'all know who Porter Rockwell is.
Yeah.
The story of Porter Rockwell.
I don't.
Porter Rockwell was a henchman for the Mormon Church, basically. Look him up. I don't want to go into too much on your podcast.
That's just what you're right. Because I heard of the thing because I'm like, who's this guy? He looks like a Rob Zombie is what I said.
Yeah, he does look like
He
Rob
was
Zombie.
the Mormon Church enforcer. Y'all watch Yellowstone?
Yes.
He was the Rip.
Oh.
He was Rip for the Mormon Church.
Okay.
Ooh.
But this is peanut butter whiskey.
Smells like Jiffy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It smells like heaven.
And for those of you, we was just talking about cork tops, and then that has a rubber top. So like it's if you drop it, ain't nothing coming out.
It's a tighter fit.
That's what she said.
Not to you though. Oh shit.
Whoa. See,
shit.
Here we go. Take shots again.
God damn it.
It's because I'm on this side of the bar. So they figured they could tag team me.
She wanted the steel top.
That's what she said. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to tag team.
So there's several great whiskeys out there. I encourage everybody to get out there and try it. There's some you'll buy that you never want to open. You're going to collect them. You're going to find haters. You're going to find people that cry because you got bottles that you ain't opening. But when you got bottles like this Jack Daniel's Coy Hill, this Jack Daniel's Coy Hill is a dope-ass bottle. Super rare, 139.6 proof. So at 140 proof, it's considered hazmat. It's too flammable to take on an airplane. So that is almost too flammable to transport. That's just barely under the limit. So if I want to take that to Hawaii this summer when I go to Hawaii, I can.
Damn. I can picture you right now. Take a couple shots.
Get sunburnt. Like, I'm going to be as red as my shirt.
With coconut tops on. Yeah. So you're going to get to that point.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to a luau. I'm getting up.
Like, you're going to get laid right when you get there.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
So what happened to Uncle when he showed Jack Daniels how to do all this shit? Jack Daniels just took off with his own shit and just left Uncle in the back.
White privilege kicked in and he fucking stole his shit and made a bunch of money off somebody else's shit and got rich and famous, and everybody forgot about poor old Uncle Nearest. That's why everybody needs to get a bottle of Uncle Nearest, learn the history of Uncle Nearest, and several other people in this country.
Let me see that bottle. I'm promoting this today.
Yeah,
this is what you This is the recommended whiskey to get for today's show.
Everybody go find a bottle of Uncle Nearest. Learn the history. Read up on him.
Yes.
Learn it. Drink it. Love it. Because that's what everybody needs to do. You need to experience it.
Yes. Right. Yes. And how much does that bottle run for the people that don't know, like myself?
That one was about $55 here.
Damn, a light 55.
Let's put that back over there.
A light 55.
You know, I think that's where like Jack Daniels and Jim Beam won the market over because they make cheap whiskey. They make it super affordable and everybody can just go get a bottle. Everybody can afford a $15 bottle. Not everybody wants to spend $50 on a bottle.
So what do you think about the people that's still bootlegging? Like, you know what I mean? That's still out there. I mean...
Honestly, taxation is theft. So, I can't condone bootlegging, but I can't condone stealing hardworking people's money to pay for stuff that they get no say in. Like, we went to the war with the British over taxation without representation. Okay. And that's exactly what we have today. Because we don't have a say in where our money goes. You know, they're like, well, we could bail out our restaurants and all of our small businesses during COVID. And they're like, no. And they're like, well, Ukraine needs money. And they're like, okay. So, I mean, to me, I understand Ukraine needs help and everybody needs help, but we need help.
Yeah, no, we definitely need fucking help, man.
Our small businesses need help. You know, we need tax breaks for people that are overtaxed and trying to survive in life. And there's people that, the bootleggers, like most of them, they've grown up doing it. Their fathers did it. Their grandfathers did it. Like it's how they've survived. It's part of
it's just how they work.
It's part of their life. Like I don't promote anything illegal. I don't suggest it. The ATF is not a department you want to mess around with. Like if you look up some of the worst things that have happened in this country, like Ruby Ridge and Waco, and so like the ATF is involved, and that's a group I would never in a million years want to piss off. So all my alcohol is bought legally, and the state has total records of it because they scan your license every time you buy a bottle. So they know everything you buy. So hopefully that helps me in the raffle next year because I buy a bunch of shit.
Hell yeah. Hopefully this podcast helps you out. Shit.
Well, it's not going to help me out because everybody's going to be like, people are going to be like, oh, there's a raffle for rare liquor? Shit, yeah. There was a bunch of people. So when I was recruiting people to sign up for it, I had to recruit people that didn't drink, that were friendly. Because if they drank, they would want the bottle.
Yeah.
And if they weren't friendly, they'd want the bottle because it's worth a lot of money. There was a lot of people I'm like, hey, dude, I need you to get in this raffle for me. Like, they're like, what is it? And I tell them about it, kind of show them the bottles and stuff. That they're like, oh, that sounds great. I want one of those. Like, shit. It's just more competition. Yeah. And then when they posted on the news and the Facebook, and there was thousands of people trying to get hundreds of bottles.
Shit, well, let's move it up. Let's move it up for the mid-tier.
What do we want to try? So,
just as long as you ain't bringing Everclear.
No.
I'm going to have Diet Pepsi with that.
Everclear will make you spit. Oh, shout out to, I got this bottle for my kid for when he turns 21. I'm holding on to it. He's a huge fan of The Walking Dead. If the whiskey's anything as bad as the writing on that show, it's gonna be terrible. So after watching the show, I don't have a lot of hopes for the whiskey, but he loved it, so I got him a bottle for when he turns 21. He can.
Why whiskey is a question I got for you.
Okay, so I love this country. That's one of my things.
God bless America, my home sweet.
So bourbon is exclusively, it's an American spirit. It can't be called bourbon if it's not made in America. So that's one of the requirements. There's a few requirements to make it bourbon.
Okay.
Any of the Canadian whiskeys, you'll never see any of them called bourbon. You'll see some of them that say, oh, we have a bourbon blend, but it still says right on it, this is not bourbon. So in order to be bourbon, you have to be made in America. You have to be 51% corn. You have to be distilled at certain proofs. You have to be barreled at certain proofs. Like, you can't go under. So Jameson, this 30, it's whiskey. It's not bourbon. It's under the required limit. It's not strong enough to be considered bourbon. And then you got guys like, so E.H. Taylor, Colonel Taylor was really influential in making laws regarding the quality of whiskey. A lot of people don't like him because he got the government more involved, but he made sure everybody was trying to put out a quality product. They weren't trying to blind people, poison people, kill people, or get people sick. He wanted people to take pride in their shit and do it right. Label. It's a beautiful whiskey. It's... You want to try it?
Is that where we're going?
If you want to.
I mean, it's
you tell me, it's your podcast. I'm just the bartender here.
I'm just the guest.
I'm just the bartender here to fuck y'all up.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Shit. Pour me a drink.
It ain't gonna break my heart to drink it.
All right. I guess.
I'll be honest right now. I'm not gonna open this guy because this is a collection.
Oh no, you good?
Yeah. No, you can move that one back.
Yeah.
We'll put it back into this.
Yeah.
Oh, here. Actually,
that one.
Before we even crack this one, let me pull out one of my favorites. This is a really cool. Oh, let me show you. Mariano Rivera, all-time great relief pitcher for the New York Yankees. Best relief pitcher in the history of baseball, and he only had one pitch. Got to go see him retire.
Hell yeah.
So that means he only pitches one inning.
That means he comes in and shuts down any team that he needs to.
Hey, we gotta take this personal.
That's Mo, man. That's the best reliever of all time, man. That's my dude.
You can argue that.
When you he comes in to enter Sandman because he just puts dudes to sleep. Okay. Let me see here. This one is my bottle of Wild Turkey Master's Keep. So I don't know if you can see it, but this is batch 1. So if you open it up,
batch 1.
I swear this is made from the blood of sirens because I hear it sing to me every time I open it up and look at it.
What a beautiful case.
Like here, I don't know if you can show that to the camera a little better.
Wild Turkey.
So Wild Turkey bakes a bunch of great whiskey bourbon.
Dude, the first time I got drunk was that.
Oh yeah, everybody has a Wild Turkey story.
It's a beautiful case, man.
I actually learned a turkey call because of Wild Turkey. It's not a good one. I just chase around people going.
Don't do that ever again in your life.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry for the fake. I'm sorry. That was a courtesy laugh. I'm sorry. Y'all out there can see me. That was a courtesy laugh.
I didn't even deserve that. Okay.
He really cracking it open, y'all.
That's how we do it. Ooh, look at that.
Hear that pop?
Smell that? So, E.H. Taylor has several releases. The small batch, they do a single barrel that I'm hunting for currently. Don't hunt that shit if you're watching this.
But if you got an extra one,
send it to me. I'll drink it for you.
DM me.
The single barrel is probably the best bottle I've ever drank in my life. I loved it. Everybody hypes on Blanton's, but the Taylor single barrel was, oh my god, amazing. They have a bunch. They have a rye. They're going to do a barrel proof rye this year. Their barrel proofs are always big. The Taylor barrel proofs are always huge. If you look them up, like they're big money on the secondary. It's crazy. They're like $70 here for a bottle of it, and it's going for like $700 or more on the secondary. And you look up bottles that like so in the 2012 release, there was some tornado damage to the Buffalo Trace distillery, and it opened up the roof and exposed several barrels to snow and extra sun.
Where is this?
Kentucky. It's in Kentucky.
Okay. That's what I was.
That's where Kentucky has the limestone water that just makes whiskey and bourbon better. So most of your big distilleries are going to be in Indiana and Kentucky. Like that's where a lot of them are. But a lot of great ones are popping up everywhere else. Colorado's got some good ones. Utah's got some good ones. Wyoming's got some good ones. Montana's popping up. My sister got me a few from California. She went to... Where's that? I can't see it. Never mind. She got me some from San Francisco. Like they make it there. There's every state's really starting to step up in the whiskey game. But Kentucky's got it on lock. Like they've got Four Roses, Old Forester, Buffalo Trace, like all the big distilleries are right there. And so that's the cool thing about it is if you go and you can do the bourbon trail and you can go and you can see how everybody makes them. You can do samplings. Some of them have a barrel experience where you can actually dip into the barrel, pour some out, and drink it right from the barrel.
Damn.
Like that, to me, that would be as cool of an experience as you could get. Mm-hmm. And then to like be there with friends, and Maker's Mark is there. They do this thing where I was talking to a guy today. 6 years ago, he went and was part of putting some of the whiskey into a barrel. So they made a barrel that's specifically for these people that went, and they each person gets to buy like 9 bottles of it. And so after 6 years, he's going back this summer to get his bottles because it's finally aged.
Oh, wow.
And so I was asking him, I said, did you ever forget that you had it? And he was telling me, yeah, because he had a kid, and so, having a kid takes all your attention, and he forgot that it was even a thing, and then popped up later that, oh yeah, I
probably got an email or something.
Yeah. Or picked up a bottle of Maker's Mark at the liquor store and was like, oh yeah. So to me, there's so many cool experiences out there that people can do that it makes it even better.
Yeah.
But enough yapping. Let's start sipping this stuff.
Sure.
If we have Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
That's the angel share. You always got to pour out something for your homies, right?
Yes.
Not these ones.
I'll give you a little tiny bit more of this one. Okay, so what I want you to do on this one is I want you to just take a tiny little sip. Because this is the neck pour, you're going to get a little bit more alcohol to it. And then, so just a little sip, don't drink the whole thing.
Give me some neck.
It smells good, man.
It's delicious.
It really smells good.
I know, I mean...
It's got the orange in it. We should have rinsed out our glasses.
You're good. You can still smell it.
Yeah.
So just take a little taste.
It's just...
Tiny sip.
And the reason why it smells so good to me because I'm used to smelling fucking E&J. That shit is just.
So this is the Kentucky limestone water. So this, a lot of people put ice in their drinks. I like to put just a drop or two of the old Kentucky limestone water in mine. It takes off that bite. If you've got a high proof, kind of tones it down a little bit. But it just kind of takes that edge off of it. And so now watch your next sip, you're going to taste a lot more of the flavor and less of the alcohol. So this stuff really, to me, this little bottle of water helps you enjoy your whiskey so much more. And it doesn't take much.
So you're telling me, when you crack open a bottle, the neck is always going to have more alcohol?
That's your fresh opened, and so as you get air to it, it changes it. So most bottles, you'll notice your first drink, it's got more of a kick to it, but then as it ages, it gets a little more flavor to it. You never want to let it age too much once it's opened, because it can get cloudy and taste a little weird. You never want to let it like sit like wine, where it's sitting there eating the cork, because it's strong enough it'll eat the cork away and it'll make your whiskey funky. So wine bottles should be stored covering the cork, and whiskey bottles should be stored upright.
Oh. That water did make a difference.
Yeah. Just a tiny bit. You don't need a lot. You don't need...
Yeah, because like I wanted to try it when you first poured it, and then I wanted to try it.
First sip, it burned. It was burning the fuck out of my tongue.
All right, I guess down the hatch then, huh?
And so to me, just that tiny little bit of water really helps me enjoy my whiskey more. Makes it delicious.
What's the end game, man? Like after you collect all these things, I know you got bottles. You mentioned you have bottles that you're not gonna open and shit like that. Like, you just trying to collect them, pass them on to your kids, or you trying to get your kids into it, or is your oldest boy Evan? Is he?
I'm gonna start dragging him when he turns 21. He's not 21 yet, so I can't take him yet. But to me, I mean, you can't resell them.
And don't drink underage.
Yeah, you can't.
We ain't trying to promote.
I'm not reselling these bottles. So ATF, calm
drink
down.
responsibly.
Yes, always drink responsibly. Like, that's another thing is I never drink and drive. Like, that's a huge one. My stepdad had multiple DUIs. He's a piece of work. And
there you go. There you go.
It is.
He endangered a lot of people in my eyes because he always drove drunk, and that's something I'll never do. And that's why I love having a bar in my house. Yeah. I don't have to drive drunk. I walk down steps. I was told I can't call it downstairs because there's only one stair, so I have to call it down steps.
Oh, okay.
Or downstairs.
Down a step.
Yeah, down steps.
Steps.
Because there's 2 steps, but 1 stair.
Oh, okay.
So step.
It was a long debated conversation.
Yeah. I mean,
they were like, "Why do you call it downstairs?" I'm like, "Because it's downstairs." Yeah. They're like, "But there's only 1 stair." I'm like,
"That's that new generation fucking critical."
Yeah. I'm like, "Why are you fucking with me?" Like, I'm
in
my bar downstairs. Dude. I refer to it as downstairs.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Is the food done? Probably been done for a minute.
Hey, we got food.
Oh yeah, you guys want food? It's Palangi food, so I don't know how good it is. We got
bourbon?
Yeah, we got some chicken. We got cheddar wursts. We got... I don't know if y'all want to take a break for a minute and grab some food. Come back and drink some more whiskey. Because we didn't try the sweet wheat yet.
Yeah, you guys want to take a break?
Do you guys want to?
It's up to you guys, yeah. Take a break and then reset up.
Sure. And we back.
Yeah, baby.
Remember to like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We on social media. We got Facebook, Twitter.
Share with your friends. Sharing is caring.
Instagram. Find me on TikTok. More videos to come out on TikTok and Instagram.
What's your name on TikTok?
Brand new.
Brand new?
Yeah.
Nice.
What's your brand new.
At brand new?
Yeah, at brand new.
There you have it.
So, find us on there.
Hit him up. I'm banned from Twitter, so don't go and try and follow me.
And the YouTube channel. All this will be on the YouTube channel. So look us up, man. Subscribe. Hit that like button, man.
Do you guys put anything on Rumble?
No. We're looking at other platforms to put this on. So
maybe look up Rumble. They're another one that tries to compete with YouTube. So
nice.
I know they don't like competition, but Rumble's a...
Dude, since we're on social media right now, I know just there's people that's doing, little TikToks or whatever, or reels, and they're like making mixed drinks, just rating them where you can just talk about your little collection or. You know what I mean? The drink of the month or, you know what I mean?
You start your own, put on your own podcast we was talking about.
Yeah. He was telling me I need to start recording when I'm doing my hunts. And because you meet a lot of interesting people standing in line at the liquor store. Like, there's a lot of great guys out there that are out doing the same thing I'm doing. They just want to try and have a chance to get a rare bottle to share with their loved ones, or maybe throw in their collection and piss people off.
Yeah.
I don't know why people get mad if you don't drink all of your bottles, but I got plenty that I've drank, trust me. So
yeah.
But yeah, no, there's something cool. Like I got a bar, like I wanted to have a nice little collection of whiskey that I'm not trying to drink. Like I got a bunch of stuff that I can drink. I got rums and I got vodkas, and I got this really cool. Smell this guy.
Whoa.
So jalapeno bacon flavored vodka. I got this up in Wyoming.
Jalapeno bacon. Okay. It's a breakfast?
Marinating steaks, put it in Bloody Marys. But smell it.
Like, is this like cooking, or is it for intake too?
You drink it. It's vodka.
Okay.
It's vodka that's infused with those flavors. But like I really like to marinate a steak with it. I mean, it's mostly for Bloody Marys.
Ooh. Straight jalapeno.
With a bacon after flavor.
Yeah.
It's weird.
You smell that.
It's an interesting drink for sure. And it's really cool that all the stuff they're able to do with the different flavors and the different combinations. And I mean, they've been working on this for hundreds of years.
Cowboy Country Distilling out from Wyoming, huh?
Yeah. Cowboy Country. Shout out to Cowboy Country. They've got a huckleberry liqueur. Cameron, will you grab me the huckleberry bottle? There's one up there on the...
He's got liquor just coming out of everywhere.
This one's empty because I drank them both that I had because I couldn't not drink it. He'll hand you a bottle. Hand it to him. So, this one right here, I kept the bottle because I love the bottle.
Okay.
But, huckleberry liqueur. This and cream soda is delicious. That's why I got that huckleberry whiskey to kick it up just a little bit, because this isn't super strong. But this is, oh my goodness.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you do your little thing, just something like that.
If you learn to mix it right, you can find great combinations of things. And that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Whip it.
What's the best whiskey mixer?
I mean, everybody has different flavors. I mean, mine, honestly, is the limestone water. That's my favorite thing to put into whiskey.
No, which whiskey is good to mix?
A lot of people, like the cheaper ones that are harsh, usually get mixed because they don't have the flavor that some of the other ones have. Like, the Stag Junior, it's a lot easier to drink it. You don't have to mix it with Diet Coke to, drink it. You sip it. You get the flavor out of it. But my favorite mixer, the Jameson Orange. The Jameson Orange and Fanta. The
orange Fanta?
Orange Fanta.
There you have it. 10 out of 10?
10. 11 out of 10.
11 out of 10. There you have it.
Above and beyond with that.
Yep. And if you want to throw a little bit of Crown Royal Peach in there, it's kind of like a fuzzy navel, but a little more manly, so I call it a hairy belly button.
There you have it.
Get yourself a hairy belly button.
You heard it here first.
HBB. HBB.
You gotta try that hairy belly button. You never lived till you tried it. Okay, I want one more whiskey.
Let's do it.
This is the 1792. This is a full proof. I just got this bad boy.
Looking like a big ass perfume bottle.
62.5%. 125 proof. 125 proof.
Top shelf?
I just got it. I'm still forming an opinion on it.
Okay.
It's only a $50 bottle. So...
Where I'm from, that's the top shelf.
Yeah, growing up. But...
Right.
When you buy a case of these at $1.50 a piece, $50 ain't nothing.
Right.
So, to me, the first pour was really good. I had one drink of it, and I was feeling it. Give that a smell before you chug your coffee.
So that stag, is it something the same as the red stag?
No. It's completely different. It's more like the George T. Stag. So it's part of the Buffalo Trace too. So
Sounds great.
The George T. Stag is the Buffalo Trace Antique Collection. And so the Stag Junior it's the same mash bill. I just don't think it's aged as long. But so last year, this is how high of quality standards Buffalo Trace has. So last year, one of their 5 antique collection lines, the George T. Stag, they tried it and they said it's not good enough. It doesn't meet their quality standards. So they didn't release one bottle of it. They gave up making millions of dollars because people would have absolutely bought it just because it's George T. Stag and it's as limited as it is.
Yeah.
Everybody would have bought it up. People would have convinced themselves they loved it even just because it's a bottle of Stag. Tons of them would have never got open. They didn't sell any. They refused to because they said it didn't meet their quality of standards to flavor. And so to me, I gained a lot of respect for the company because I was like, any company willing to give up that much money, because that's a lot of money they're not making.
Yeah.
To do that, and because they care about their quality. I was like, that's cool. But that made the Stag Junior even more sought after. Everybody wanted the Stag Junior because you couldn't get the Stag. Right. So more people wanted that. So that became a harder hunt. I went to a liquor store one day. You can ask Dave about it. It's a funny story. I showed up 2 hours early before the liquor store opened. And there was already 6 people in line. Well, they generally only get 6 bottles, so I was shit out of luck. I was 7th, and I had 5 people with me. And so we were all shit out of luck. And so one of the guys there, he was there, he was with
the mic! Football!
Mike.
Go ahead, I'm picking it up on that one.
Took a spill like Michael Jordan playing the Pistons. Down goes Mike. Down goes Frazier. What was I saying?
You were at the
Stag bottle.
Yeah, Stag bottle. You were with you and 5 other people.
Oh yeah. Dude, this shit is delicious. What is it called?
Zoa.
Zoa.
Yeah, ZOA. It's the Rock's energy drink.
That shit's good.
The Rock.
Hey, Rock, if you out there.
I'm so sorry.
Let me know why you called it Zoa.
Fumbo.
I thought he would put something like
Shouldn't it be called Zuma? That looks like that. Remember that little game Zuma? Where you shoot the balls and make them disappear? Any of y'all play Zuma? Nobody? Nobody?
No. Must be a white trash game.
No, because I never had games that cool when I was 4. We had Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt. That's all we had was Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt. And then the Sega came out.
Sega.
So no shit, real story, real time. Like, no shit legit. When I was a kid, had a crackhead steal our Nintendo and pawn it. Like, it was seriously our only source of entertainment. And he broke into our room and he stole our Nintendo. Back when you could pawn a fucking Nintendo. That's how long ago it was. Yeah. Any y'all ever pawned a Nintendo? That guy did.
What happened with our mic?
Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
What happened to you, Mike?
Or at least it wasn't Rick. I can take comfort. Anybody else want to try some 1792 Coker?
Sure.
Tiny
sure.
sips. Tiny sips. And we're gonna try it again with the Kentucky water. So I want you to take your first little sip. Sorry, dude, that's probably a little much.
Well, we're probably going to have to talk a little bit louder because our camera right here will pick up So hopefully you can hear me.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, wait, you can't put it on this DM.
We'll have the subtitles.
Maybe. Does anybody here know how to spell? I don't. Shit.
Yeah, spell. S-H-E. Spell.
So Blanton's. Any of y'all want to be like John Wick? Drink Blanton's? No, I'm just kidding. Y'all gotta practice your ass out with the gun range. Edit that out.
This one really hits with the nose.
Yeah. So different distilleries have different, like certain different. If you come back again, we can try like a just Buffalo Trace sampling, so you can kind of taste their similarities, and then we can do a 1792 or like you do different. You can taste the differences in theirs, but the similarities in theirs, and then you taste the different distilleries.
So wait, do we?
So take
I was
just
just
tiny
taking a sip.
So you want to swirl it. Take your sip. Get your burn.
It burns.
Shame burns.
Show does.
Okay. Now we're gonna try it.
It burns.
Oh, sorry.
Damn.
Too much.
And this is what that
Cheers, brother.
Kentucky limestone water.
All right, man.
Available
Cheers.
on Amazon.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers.
Neil will put a link in his bio.
Yeah, put that up there, man. Put that up there. Let's let everybody.
This is really the star of the night. Like
next to
Uncle Nearest.
Uncle Nearest.
Yes.
Uncle Nearest. Wherever you are, you are remembered.
I like the smell of it now. It's not as like, you know what I mean? Like not as strong as the first.
Takes that harshness off it.
You know?
Oh. And where are these from, though?
Oh, okay. So shout out to the wings. Can we get a close up of the wings? Is that possible? My wife. I always tell everybody she's far better than I ever deserve. She's the most amazing woman. She
You trying
is,
to get points right now?
No. Seriously, she's the most amazing cook, and you've eaten her food. You know,
Yeah.
you know. She makes the best homemade fucking pizza. I tell her I'd trade her food at work like prison favors. I'm pretty sure I could get somebody at work shanked if I wanted to for a slice of pizza. But no, so she barbecues for us. She's the most amazing wife, and these wings or these drumsticks are amazing. We were gonna do a wing challenge, but it's a holiday weekend and there's no wings to be found anywhere. And apparently you got to go.
Hey,
Wingstop to get wings or something.
Wingstop, we gotta go head up for these wings.
So, I'll make wings. I'll do a wing ding chicken thing, and you'll
wing ding chicken thing.
Wing ding chicken thing. You don't know about the wing ding chicken thing?
No, I don't know. Oh yeah. Shouts out to the
Los Cubanos. This is a cohiba. I mean, it's not a cohiba.
It was rolled by butt naked Cubans.
Butt naked, please.
I don't know if it's a male or female, but it's rolled by a Cuban.
Doesn't matter how they identify.
As long as you're butt naked, please.
Yeah, as long as you.
Okay, let's get in this.
What you think of this? All right.
Oh, I'm liking it.
So next time,
try it.
Next time we do a podcast,
we gotta try
with you guys. I'll have you back at the bar. We'll do a chicken challenge. We got a hot sauce pack I want to do. Since I'm, poor white trash. I found this one on Amazon. New will put a link in his bio. Rick and Morty hot sauces.
Rick and Morty hot sauces.
I really thought Jerry would be the weakest one. It's Jerry. It's Jerry. It's Jerry. I can see Crazy Beth being the hottest one.
Shout out to Jerry. You know who you are, Jerry. Thanks for tuning in, man.
No.
We got a few Jerrys.
Shout out to his wife.
I told them.
Most deaf. Finger licking good.
Oh.
Colonel...
Thank you, Tracy.
Colonel Sanders and Colonel Taylor all in one.
Oh, man.
That's how we do it at Matt's Bar and Grill.
Hey, real quick, though. Real quick before we kind of just let this die down. I know you're big on, like, Doom's Prepper. You know what I mean? You showed me what you got. Your shit was able... your shit was gonna go down. Okay? If you had to choose... I assume it'd be like 2 bottles. If you had to choose, what bottles would you choose to take out and go down if shit ever went down? You know, everything crashing down, motherfuckers just running around in the streets wild and shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
What would you take? Because I know you're a big Doom's
Prepper
guy.
In my bug out bag, I'd fill in my bug out bag, I got a 3-liter bladder that I can fill with alcohol and sip on as I'm running. I mean, I don't advise it, but yeah. I could do it. So I can take 2, but I'm making my wife take 1. So I'm taking 3 bottles. If you're putting me on the spot, like I can only take 2 bottles, I'm making her take 1.
Do it.
So, okay. So I'm taking one of my Stag Juniors. This was a great bottle. My Stag 16 is the one I'm going to take. The Stag 16 to me was better than the 17. It tasted like drinking... If you could imagine like a melted Werther's Original Candy, just caramely butterscotch, like just the most delicious. And for 130 proof, you'd never know it. It did not drink like that at all. It was delicious.
You said Werther's caramel candy?
Yeah, you know those little hard candies that grandmas always had?
The Seas candy?
No, Werther's Originals.
Yeah.
It's gotta be the little word, but I swear so I loved my Stag 16. I would definitely take my Stag 16. I have to take my Stag 16.
Okay, you got the Stag. What's the next one?
Okay, runner up. This is the one I'm making my wife take. Because I love Eagle Rare and it's a big ass bottle. Actually, I'm making my kid carry it because if all hell's breaking loose, he doesn't have to be 21 to be running around downtown with a bottle of booze. Everybody, no, I'm just kidding. No, it's almost 2 liters of my favorite whiskey. Like, you can't go wrong.
That's what's up. Damn.
If that's your favorite whiskey, why do you let your son run with it?
Because it's heavy and I'm old. Hey. Like, I would love to give you like a really good reason, but like the best I got is it's heavy.
Big
I'm
bottle,
old.
take it.
He's young. He's strong. Look at that.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then
none of the high ends, or is there one high end? Oh, Wild Turkey? Oh, nope.
No. Ooh. Okay. This is my Old Forester 150th anniversary. This is batch 3 of 3. There's 3 different batches for the 150th anniversary that they did. This one rocks in at 126 proof. This one, I would love to drink it, but it's one of those that it's going to take a really special occasion. The end of the world is kind of a special occasion. Only happens once, apparently.
So that's what I heard. That's exactly what I heard.
So we probably should drink up for it. But yeah, those would be. I would love to just try that one, but until I have a special occasion enough to open that one stays in the collection. But the Stag is delicious.
So the Stag, Eagle.
You can't go wrong with the Eagle Rare.
You still got one for you and one for your wife. Any
of the Taylors, you can't go wrong. Can I stick a Blanton's mini bottle in my change pocket? Like, look at this thing. How fucking cute is that thing? It's a mini bottle of Blanton's. Seriously, yo.
So how much does something like that run for?
A mini bottle of Blanton's? So you can't get them in Utah because Utah doesn't sell mini bottles. When I was a kid, they banned them. It's my fascination with them. I got a whole shitload of them that I had to clear out because I didn't want to look tacky. But I love mini bottles because you can't get them here. Right. So if you go to Nevada, they sell them at 7-Eleven. Like you go out of state and they sell them everywhere.
The Blanton ones?
No. So the Blanton ones they're hard to get. So they're like in Nevada, they don't have regulations, so they can charge whatever they want. So if stores get them, they can charge. Those go on auction for $40 to $60. I was able to find a guy in Idaho. So Idaho is a state-controlled state, or like Utah is. But they have mini bottles. So mini bottles of Blanton's are like $10, he said, I think.
Oh, wow.
But I was able to work a trade with him and
yeah, so it's like every other thing that you collect. You know, you can barter, you can bargain, you can.
Well, you can't buy, so it's illegal to sell. So I can't
resell it.
Yeah, I can't resell any of this.
Yeah.
But friends can trade whiskey. Friends can it's, and that's the cool thing about it. And that's what's cool is the whiskey community has brought me closer to a lot of people I never would have met. There's so many people I never would have met, and you'd never imagine you'd meet some of these amazing people camped out in front of a liquor store 2 hours before it opens. And that's the cool thing about it is I just it's really kind of opened me up and made me learn a lot of history and made me, you learn geography because you learn where places are and you learn, Tennessee whiskey and bourbon and, you're finding the difference between them. And it's just really fascinating to me to learn all of this.
Oh, yeah. No, it's fascinating.
Then to have,
for me to learn.
Have all this cool stuff to show for it. And like I say, everybody loves the Blantons. So everybody's going to love it. You got mom, dad, the little babies.
You got the whole family of horse.
You got a little, and then you got sugar daddy over here, all gold. But so to me, I love to collect and to have stories and I have empty bottles. So there's bottles I saved that. We went to California and I drank a bottle of Eagle Rare and I filled the bottle with sand from the ocean. And so I'll always have that. And I have a little bit of seashells in there. And so that's a memory to me. And it's not just a bottle of whiskey. It's a memory, and it's something that.
You must have went to the good beach.
I don't know. It's for you.
I don't see no cigarette butts in there.
Or needles or condoms. It's an endless supply of.
Actually, it was
randomness.
Where did we go? It was Santa Monica Pier.
Oh yeah,
and the kids were tripping out. They're like, Dad, this isn't Grand Theft Auto. They were like, you can buy that apartment. I'm like, yeah, for like $17 billion.
Right?
They're like, no, it only costs $1 million. I'm like, yeah, no. You can't even buy it like a house plant there for $1 million.
Hell yeah.
So really cool. Really cool stories. Like bottle of High West, Midwinter's Dram, delicious. Thanksgiving spent with my sister, my brother, all our families in California. Really fun times. And to me, that's what all this is about. Is I go and collect it with my friends, and I've gotten other friends into collecting, and because they go with me initially, and I'm like, hey, come with me, get me a bottle, and then they're like, well, I want one,
yeah, and
so then they start collecting, and so it's pretty cool, and it's catchy, and it's a hunt because there's days you go and you'll sit there for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then the store opens and they don't have anything. That's happened to me the last 2 days. I didn't want to admit it. I was really hoping to show you guys my cool score for the day.
I wish I knew you then when I was driving for SST.
Oh my God.
Because I would have gave you the info. I would have gave you a picture of the pallet. And then, you know what I mean? And then you tell me like, all right.
I need an invoice. You tell me if this, no, I don't, I'm not trying to do anything shady. Like I don't, and that's what makes it fun is you never know if you're going to get it or not. Because you have to watch the inventory. You have to guess what store it's going to. Like there's so much involved with trying to get it and then trying to be there and hoping you're one of the 6 or.
Right.
But that's what's the fun about it. Because when you do score a cool bottle, like you do get your hands on a bottle like this, like it's so much fun and it's so exciting. And then when, you know, that special occasion comes and you get to crack that bad boy open and, you know, you drink that thing and, you know, you got your, I'm working on my Blanton's toppers. I got, you know, 3 or 4 of them. Now I got 4 of the letters so far that I've drank. So I want to try and collect a whole set that I can drink and then a whole set that I can just collect. So
let's get a cup on.
I'm glad that you're that type. Because I tell you this, me and my family, we try to collect, but it just ends up empty bottles.
And that's
not. There's no enjoyment of having.
Okay,
like, you know what I mean?
Okay, so in I didn't initially drink like this has gotten me drinking more than I used to. But I always try to live by the words of the immortal Eazy-E. You don't get high off your own supply. Told you I grew up white trash. Shout out to Easy, man. Love you. See you at the crossroads, baby.
NWA?
I can't say that.
Yo, Cal.
Thank you.
Shoot, man. Well,
that's what my shirt says.
What's your shirt say?
Was it?
Is that a keg in your pants? Because I want to tap that ass.
He got to tap somebody. He got to tap it in the New York Stadium for $5.
That.
Yes.
That was the coolest, but Freddie says, man, like if you ever go to New York and meet that guy, it is the coolest thing to know that he has seen so much history. Like he has watched the world change around him. Like he has watched the world go from candlelight to what it is today and got to experience it all and go to every Yankees game.
Yeah, he's been blessed to go to that much games. You know what I mean? So.
And I've been blessed too. Like I try and collect bats from all. If you look at my bats, I try and collect bats from all the stadiums I go to. That one, this one. If you notice this one, let me show you.
This one broke down.
No, hold on. You got it at Fenway? Hold on. Yeah, I got it at Fenway.
Boston.
This one says Red Sox, but let me show you something about this bat versus all other bats. So every one of these bats is a decoration bat. If you notice this bat compared to any of them, it's twice as fat because I thought I was going to get my ass whooped in Fenway wearing my Derek Jeter jersey, yo. This is for self-defense.
Hey.
This was just a self-defense thing I got to bring home and call a decoration. Look at it.
So that's why it's hung right here, huh?
Yeah.
So that's his cake, huh?
That's where I'm supposed to. But yeah, no, self-defense. Because when you're a Yankees fan and you go to Fenway and you talk shit like I did, it's dangerous. It's bad. I had one bartender. I went to the bar. He's like, "Nah, you can't come in my bar tonight." I'm like, what? He's like, "You can't come in my bar." I'm like, "What?"
You can't park your car over there.
Yeah, you can't park your car across from the yard. And if you go swimming, you get alarmed when the shark bit your arm wicked hard. It's a fucking place, man. These guys.
So is Jeter one of your all-time favorite as a Yankee?
Oh, yeah. As a Yankee, as just a role model as a person, because, so think about this. You always hear about dirty shit from all these players. Derek Jeter is the biggest name on the biggest team in the biggest city. And he did it for 20 years at a super high level.
Okay.
And you never heard shit from him that was bad. Like, he was a great dude. Like, he worked hard every day. He was just a good dude that worked his ass off. He did a lot for the community around him. He's super grateful. Like, his parents, his mom and dad were there to support him. Like, it's hard. Even Red Sox fans, they hate him, but they would have loved to have him on their team for 20 years. Every Red Sox fan out there would tell you, like, if they're being honest, they would love to have Derek Jeter for 20 years.
Red Sox fans, you guys.
I'm just saying, like, I've watched baseball for a while. Like, you tell me all the shortstops the Red Sox had in the time Derek Jeter played, and you can't tell me you wouldn't have given up all them fools to have Jeter. Dude was a stud.
I know there's a lot of fans out there that can debate you on that.
Oh yeah, that's the thing is, but most fans are gonna have an emotional debate. Like, they can't debate that he was a great leadoff hitter. He was a great you can't say he's the best shortstop ever, but he's an amazing shortstop. And just like Jordan coined the dunk, Jeter has this motion where he turns and throws people out that if you've seen a silhouette, you would know that's Jeter every time. You just know that's Jeter. And so I took my kid when he was 5. I took my oldest son to a White Sox game in Chicago, White Sox Yankees. And after the game, so I used to talk so much trash to Jason Giambi, Johnny Damon, because Johnny Damon came from the Red Sox. And so we were at this game, and it was his birthday. And before the game, Giambi came out and totally tossed him a baseball. He got to be on ESPN. Like, it was the coolest thing ever. There he is right there. Telling the story about how we were in Chicago with you, and you got the baseball from Giambi, tossed him out the baseball. And then the next day we were at the same teams, came and autographed it for him.
Oh, nice.
And then after the game, I ran him down to the dugout and I hung him by his feet over into the dugout. And I'm like, Johnny, it's his birthday. And so Johnny Damon stops and comes back and he grabs the baseball. It's right over here. You can see it on the left next to the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, yeah.
Johnny Damon, number 18. Comes back, autographs the baseball, hands it back to him. Happy birthday, kid. I was like, damn it, I can never talk trash about that guy again. Just a good dude. So that was a really cool experience. And then he got to meet Mr. October.
Okay.
So that was pretty cool. That's the center ball. That's Reggie Jackson.
Yeah.
Got to meet him in Oakland. That was cool. Oakland's a shithole, though.
Don't forget about meeting CC Sabathia's parents.
Yeah, that was the same game. We got to meet CC Sabathia's parents. They're as big as he is. So that was quite hilarious. So his mom is a big lady. Like, CC Sabathia is
he's
6'9". Like, he's a big dude.
You see him now? He slimmed down.
His parents were not tiny people. Like, and greatest people. Like, they were amazing people, and I loved being able to meet them. And I took my kid down there, and I was like, hey, like, because they were sitting right behind Reggie Jackson, and I was like, hey, like, we're big fans of CC Sabathia, and we're just wondering, like, if my kid can get a picture with you. And she didn't hear what I had asked. And she goes, what did he say? I said, if it bothers you, like, I'll go back to my seat. Like, it's no problem. And the husband told the mom what I had asked. And she goes, come on, sugar. And she slaps her leg and she grabs Evan by the chest. And he's 5 years old, little crack-ass cracker. She was a big woman. Like, to have a son that big, you have to be, and her accent, I loved it. But Evan looked just absolutely terrified. Like, she grabbed him by the chest and her hand covered his whole chest. And she snatched him up, and he thought he was being carried away. And, like, it was the funniest thing ever. And she sat down and sat with him on his lap and talked to him and told him about Cece and when he was a kid. Like, it was the coolest thing. And then he got to meet Reggie, and Reggie signed the baseball for him. And it was just such a cool experience. Yeah. And so that all happened in Oakland. And then they were doing a baseball giveaway and gave out baseballs, and somebody threw one at Reggie and hit him, so he got up and left.
Oh, yeah.
Only in Oakland. If you've been there, you know. If you've been there, you know.
That's that stadium's old.
Yeah.
That's a really old stadium right there.
Yeah. Have you seen the Raiders' new one in Vegas, though?
Yeah, it looks like a toilet bowl. A black one. Black shiny.
I don't know about that.
Well, that's how they play. So.
I mean, facts, but, you know. I mean, I don't even know I wasted my breath talking about this. I mean, we can go ahead.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
No, we ain't talking about it. I ain't going to waste my time on that.
Yeah, we can't give them
what, man.
Can't give them up.
Just let, you know.
It's time to wear that hat.
They may have left the Bay, but the hatred's still there.
Nah. I'm a LA dude, so like the Bay rivalry, that really didn't play a lot. It's just my family and them.
Oh, it's them leaving LA that did it to you?
Nah, it's just my family.
Oh, they're Raiders fans?
Yeah, Raiders are from Rams. You know what I mean?
See, my brother's a Broncos fan.
Wow.
I grew up a Redskins fan. Weirdest thing ever. Now you can't
my
even
brother's
call
a
him
Broncos fan.
What's wrong with that? Like, where did our parents go wrong?
Yeah.
He dresses his kid in Broncos jerseys. I'm like, don't you know what that does to a kid's self-esteem?
At least they're safe when they're walking across the street.
No, they're not. I'm liable to slap him. Just kidding. I would never hit a kid.
Not literally.
Never.
Don't hit kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if they're bigger than you, and it's self-defense, you still shouldn't hit them.
You should.
Shoot, man. Thanks, Matt, for letting us come over, man. Yeah. Sharing your stories, sharing your whole bar with us, sharing your food.
Yes.
Glad to have you guys here.
Shoot, man. I mean, if there's any last things you guys want to say, or, you know, I think it's about that time we wrap it up. And shoot, you never know. I would love for you to come back on here, man. Please, you need to start your own.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said earlier, AKA knowledge right here, man. You spit some facts, man. and I know you you talked to me about government, you talked about me about gun control, you know, you talked about all kinds of shit that
bug out bags.
Yeah, so
becoming less dependent.
Right.
I'll come back and we'll talk about that. We'll go through my bug out bags and I'll show you.
We'll come back on your podcast.
We'll do stuff. We'll go over what things you should put in a bug out bag, because if shit happens, like, what are you gonna do? Like, you gotta have a plan, and then you gotta have a plan B and a plan C.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the first things I did, my favorite thing I did, honestly, was getting my chickens. You guys know how much eggs cost right now?
Fuck, a lot.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't care. I haven't paid for eggs in 2 years. Longer than that.
The 5 dozen at Walmart used to be, for 5 dozen large eggs, used to be like $7.
Yeah.
$6-7.
Something like that.
Then it moved up to 10, and then it moved all the way up to 15. It dropped back down to 13 something. I was just like, damn, dude. From $6-7 to all the way up there.
I haven't paid for eggs in years.
Yeah.
And honestly, I love my chickens. They're great pest control. If you got spiders or earwigs or anything else, they will eat all of that. Like, I used to have an earwig problem. Like, you pull weeds and earwigs would just pop out with the root of the weed. I hated it.
Fucking earwigs.
And my chickens, so if I do yard work, my chickens are right there to eat any bugs, worms, or anything else they can find.
Yeah.
So
that's what's up.
Great for bug control.
Shout out to the chickens.
Chicken.
And all the chicken heads.
These are not
those chicken.
Yeah.
Our chickens are only for eggs and love.
Oh.
Shit.
And slight entertainment, because they are far more aggressive than the guard dog.
Yeah. And again, if you want to trade, You know, if you want to trade whiskey, bourbon, whatever it is, if you're in the liquor game,
you want to trade sips, like
whatever, you can find Matt Caldwell. You got a social media or anything that people can contact you?
I'm on Facebook, but honestly, everybody should get, like, if you're into whiskey at all, there's a couple pages I follow. There's the Utah Bourbon Enthusiasts and the Utah Whiskey Lovers. Like, they're both great Facebook pages. The Utah Whiskey Lovers, great page, full of great guys that are willing to, help out, give advice. They'll recommend things to pick up. If you got questions about a bottle you want to get, they'll hit you, they'll tell you their honest opinion. And that's the great thing about it is they don't have any endorsements. They don't have any advertising. They're not getting paid for it. So they'll just give you their honest opinion. If they think a bottle's garbage, they'll tell you a bottle's garbage. If they think it's great, they're going to tell you it's great. They're trying to get more.
So join those pages, man. Look up Matt Caldwell on Facebook.
But don't be taking my whiskey though. I need that.
He's collecting all the horses.
We need that. No, I got all the horses.
Oh, all of them.
I still need a set to drink. Finish the set to drink. But,
thank you again, Matt.
Yes.
For being on the brand new podcast. Thanks again, Fo. More episodes to come on the brand new podcast. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, share on our YouTube page under brand new podcast. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and then I just got a TikTok page. So look for more videos to come. Look for more episodes to come. Shit.
What's that TikTok name again?
Brand new.
Brand new.
At brand new. So, man. Thank you for viewing. Love y'all.
Tap that like button like you tap that ass.
Cool.
Yeah, dude, thank you, man. I learned a lot.